Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is John Stone, manager of the Meadowbrook Health Resort. At today's performance, we won't allow any eating or drinking. If you want to buy candy, buy it from us at intermission. Besides, chocolates aren't good for you. No flash photography will be allowed at this performance. And I'm talking to you, 5 rows back, 3 from the left. I see you. Don't think you can avoid me. In case of an emergency, we have exits in the front and rear of our theater. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Montville Township High School's Death by Chocolate.
Last night, Dyslexia. I hardly slept a wink.
Yes, ma'am, I had the same problem. The state police say the bridge was flooded out.
Not for too long, I hope.
No, they say they'll have it in operating order sometime today.
Good. I don't want anything to interfere with the grand reopening tomorrow, even if I have to get someone to lay across the road.
It'll be a very important day for all of us.
The social event of the season. We've worked so hard for this day. Oh, look. Somebody gave Mr. Stone a box of my chocolates. How nice. I suppose I should have done it myself to welcome him aboard. Where is Mr. Stone anyway? Is he awake?
Yes, ma'am. I saw him jogging around the lobby this morning.
He jogs? How impressive. Around the lobby?
He does a lap and then has breakfast.
He's a rather unusual man, isn't he?
Without speaking out of turn, yes, he is, ma'am.
Has he met with the staff yet?
Not that I know of. I'm not sure he's done much of anything yet.
I'm sure he will. He's only been a resort manager for a week. We must give him the benefit of the doubt. They say he's one of the best resort managers around.
I wonder who they are.
They, them, the people who know. Why, Dyslexia? Are you concerned about something?
I don't suppose so.
Out with it, young lady. What's on your mind?
Well, it's just that Mr. Stone doesn't seem like the type of person to run a health resort. He seems more like the type of person who'd be running a pool hall.
Well, looks can be very deceiving. I'm sure none of us are who we appear to be on the outside. Watch and see.
Yes, ma'am. I suppose you're right.
Under Henry Meadowbrook, this place almost went bankrupt. Now that I own it, I want to be profitable. And I believe that Mr. John Stone is the man to make it that way. I did not build an empire in chocolate candy by surrounding myself with a bunch of dodos.
Anything else, ma'am?
Yes. The staff. Is everyone happy?
I suppose so.
Alfred Mellox. Is he behaving normally? He was very close to Henry Meadowbrook, and I'm sure he hates me.
I wouldn't know. I've only known him as long as you have.
Of course. Thank you, Dyslexia.
Good morning, diphtheria.
Dyslexia.
Gesundheit. What a beautiful morning. I need a cigarette.
This is a health resort, Mr. Stone. No smoking here.
I was just kidding, Lady Riverdale. I haven't had a cigarette for 4 or 5 days.
Good.
I don't leave them, I swear.
You certainly look refreshed. The storm didn't keep you up?
Storm?
Yes. Didn't you hear all the noise?
Oh, I thought that was you snoring. Walls are awfully thin around here.
It knocked the bridge out.
Well, if you'd keep it in a glass by your nightstand, we wouldn't have this problem. Did you find it?
Find what?
Your bridge. Smile for me. Wonderful. Have spinach for breakfast?
Oh my.
Well, Lady Riverdale, I've been here a week and I think things are shaping up quite nicely.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Lost 5 pounds. Certainly couldn't gain weight with what you feed me around here. I mean, God, how many variations of yogurt and cottage cheese can there be? After people ever heard of real food like chocolate cake or burritos, mashed potatoes and gravy? Gotta talk to the cook.
Oh, be gentle. Edith Chiles doesn't take well the criticism.
Edith Chiles?
The chef.
Yeah, you mean the Edith Chiles, the television cook show host and writer? I used to watch her all the time on Channel 7. Until they started playing Gilligan's Island on Channel 14. I didn't know she was our cooker.
Which brings me to my point.
Didn't know you had one.
I think that you should hold a staff meeting to formally introduce yourself to everyone. Especially since the grand reopening is tomorrow, the staff need to be aware of your presence.
I didn't bring anything.
This is a critical time for the Meadowbrook Health Resort. Its chances of success are directly related to what happens tomorrow and what you do here. I have the utmost confidence in you.
That could be your first mistake.
And please make yourself more visible in the halls. Some of the board members are here. Keep me posted.
Don't think it fit on the bulletin board. Oh, box of Lady Riverdale's chocolates. How sweet. Too sweet. God, I hate these things. Hello? Dysentery, I need you.
Yeah, and I need gastritis. This is the gym fella.
Sorry, distemper, disdain?
You're sick.
Distemper!
Dyslexia!
Yeah, you, come in here, please. Oh, you're already here.
Did you need something, sir?
Sir. My friends call me John. You can call me Mr. Stone.
Yes, sir.
Take some shorthand, will you? Actually, make it longhand. I can't read shorthand.
How about if I write it in shorthand and type it in longhand?
This is going to Edith Chiles. It better be long-winded. Memo to Edith Chiles. Last night's liver was the worst I ever had.
Liverwurst.
No, not liverwurst, just the liver.
Oh, then what about the liverwurst?
We didn't have liverwurst.
Yes, we did.
Oh, never mind. Just tell her I need to see her.
Anything else, sir?
Yes. Get Alfred Medlock to try a little bit harder to get these bloodstains out of my desk.
He tried, sir.
Well, tell him to try harder. It's like trying to work on a Rorschach test.
I'll tell him, but it may be very hard for him. He was the one who found us.
Yeah, I understand. But if he's going to be distracted by memories of Meadowbrook every time he turns around, he shouldn't have stayed on board here. Don't worry. I'll handle it with the utmost tact and diplomacy.
Anything else, sir?
Yes, gather the staff for a meeting. And find out who used the jacuzzi last. They left a ring that got the soap all squishy.
Yes, sir.
They think they stole my boat, too. Check everyone's luggage. I just playing the jacuzzi. You wanted to see me, Mr. Snide? Stone? Yeah. Now, don't cry or traumatize yourself or anything, but can you try a little bit harder to get these bloodstains out of my desk? Yes, sir, but I'm going to have to take the desk out. Take it out? But you two just met. To refinish it. That's the only way to get rid of the stains. And what am I going to sleep on during work hours? The couch is comfortable. Nah, that's too obvious. Think about this. I can't live without my desk. Neither could Mr. Meadowbrook. We couldn't live with it either. It wasn't the desk that killed him, sir. I know, Alfred. But we all make choices in life. We gotta stick by these choices. Fortunately, suicide's a little bit bigger of a commitment than most.
Knock, knock.
And fix my door. It sounds like a woman whenever somebody knocks on it. Yes, sir.
You must be John Stone.
You're amazing how people can just guess my name without even looking. Can you tell me how many hands I got behind my back?
I'm Margaret Daniels.
Wrong, 2.
I'm with Elite Magazine.
Elite Magazine. I was just reading one of your articles in the bathroom this morning. What about the paraplegic gymnast? It's amazing what they can do with a wheelchair these days. Did he really do a cartwheel?
I saw it with my very own eyes.
Well, better yours than somebody else's. How nice of you to stop by.
Stop by. I've been here for 2 days, Mr. Stone. You've been avoiding me.
What?
Yes, you. I've been in this business long enough to know when I'm being avoided.
Well, I'm just a little shy around reporters. My intense dislike of them might have something to do with it.
People who dislike reporters usually have something to hide. Could you be hiding something, Mr. Stone?
Well, if I was, you couldn't guess what it was. You couldn't even tell me how many hands I had behind my back.
With or without your cooperation, I'm going to write a feature article on the reopening of this place. Your cooperation will certainly help you. Let's face it, a favorable article in our magazine could do wonders for your business. I'm sure it hasn't been booming since Henry Meadowbrook's suicide.
It wasn't booming before the suicide either. That's why we closed everything down to refinish it.
If nothing else, the article will be timely. Health is a very important issue these days.
And you know how trends are. Yesterday was the hula hoop. Today it's physical fitness. Who knows, maybe tomorrow garages will be filled with dyed sweatsuits, diet plans, and aerobics instructors.
Can I quote you on that?
Quote me on anything you like. Sure you will whether I said it or not.
Let me ask you a couple questions then, just to get my facts straight.
Your facts? I thought you were writing for Elite Magazine, Exposure of the Rich, Manipulator of the Poor, and for $1 at your grocery store.
The Meadowbrook Health Resort was founded by Henry Meadowbrook in 1949, and he alone owned it until several weeks ago when he...
Don't say it.
Oh, you and Henry Meadowbrook were close? I didn't think you two knew one another.
Let's just say, whenever I look at this desk, I see him all over it.
How touching.
It was a tragedy.
Before, well, you know. He was bought out by Lady Riverdale. Some say he was forced to sell out.
Who would say such a thing?
Almost everyone?
Well, I'm not at liberty to discuss detail, but Meadowbrook had some problems of his own.
Oh?
Drinking, gambling, excessive nostril hair, crooked teeth.
Yes, but wasn't a health resort a rather strange purchase for Lady Riverdale? She's known the world over for her chocolate company.
I can't speak for Lady Riverdale. In fact, I can't even really do a good impression.
Yes, but chocolate and a health resort? Doesn't it seem rather contradictory?
Life is full of contradictions, my dear. You can quote me on that.
No thanks, Mr. Stone. I'm not looking for philosophical quotes. I want dirt.
You trying to do your fingernails?
I want the untold story behind his health business. Anything that you can do will help.
Would you like me to throw a physical fit?
I would like you to cooperate.
Cooperation is my middle name. My parents picked it at random from a thesaurus. You can come back later. I'll show you how I got my last name.
I'll take a rain check.
Well, call the Weather Bureau. And while you're at it, you might want to try our thigh thinner plan. That about sums it up, doesn't it? Would knocking happen to be in your vocabulary?
What about that? Who's she?
A reporter. So keep your overactive plans on a leash, please. No, while you're at it, leaving might be a nice idea.
Mr. Stone, is that way to talk to a friend you haven't seen in how long has it been?
Not long enough. Last time I saw you, you swindled me out of what, $400, and I almost went to jail. What are you doing here, Ralph? What, somebody kicked you out of your gutter? Don't tell me. I don't want to know. I want nothing to do with you. Probably can't even afford to be here anyway.
You know, John, that's your problem. You're always too negative. You've been here, what, a week, and you haven't noticed that I'm the gym manager?
But you're the gym manager? Well, now I know you left the ring in the hot tub. Probably stole my boat too. What do you know about managing a gym?
As much as you know about managing a health resort.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, you're fired.
Ha! You can't fire me with that Lady Riverdale's okay, and I know for a fact that she won't let you.
Pretty chummy with Lady Riverdale, huh?
You can say I've got somewhat of a hold on her.
Oh, yeah, probably a half Nelson.
Our work speaks for itself.
So's your dishonesty.
Got a problem? Let's see you do something about it.
Is that a dead Darewood? A dare? Deadwood?
Call what you want. I'm here. There's nothing you can do about it.
We'll see about that. You comfy, Ralph? Can I get you anything? We have a staff meeting here in a minute. Hope that wouldn't bother you.
Hasn't before.
Good. Seeing you're such a good friend of Lady Riverdale's. Help yourself to anything, especially the arsenic in the upper right-hand corner of my desk. Alexia!
Lady Riverdale.
I will not remain alone in this room with you.
Not so fast. We have things to discuss.
I have nothing to discuss with you.
You have plenty, Toots.
Don't call me Toots.
Oh, Bubbles.
You're a pig, Ralph.
Aw, sad way to talk.
There's a lot more I'd like to say.
There's not more I could say as well, but we wouldn't want me doing that, would we?
No, suppose not. What do you want? Make it quick. Give me my blood pressure.
Have a great idea. You're supposed to say, "What's your great idea, Ralph?"
What's your great idea, Ralph?
Oh, it's right up in this book.
You're going to... I don't believe you.
I'm being natural. Maybe pose for the pictures myself. Book, possibly a video program. Decide what to call it.
Become a Neanderthal in 10 days.
Don't mock me, Lady Riverdale. I'm very serious about this.
Fine. I wish you best of luck.
I don't want your wishes. You're gonna help me finance it.
Over my dead body.
However you prefer.
Or your dead body. You're out of your mind.
Am I? Fitness books are the big sellers now. Everybody wants to know bigger busts, thinner thighs, slimmer fannies, slimmer stomachs. Everybody's obsessed with themselves. What a great way to make a fortune.
Those books are written by models and movie stars, and you are neither. In fact, you're hardly human.
Oh, the way you flatter me. Fine. We'll do a book for the average person. A book that the average jerk can use.
You'd be ideal.
You're in then.
No, I don't want anything to do with you or your schemes. I wish you were out of my life.
Oh, I don't think you have a choice about that.
Maybe I do.
Only if you kill me, my dear. Only if you kill me.
Am I interrupting something?
No.
Yes.
Good. Can you please preoccupy our reporter friend? She's...
Reporter friend?
Yeah, she's from Elite Magazine.
Oh, she came! Wonderful!
You invited her?
Of course. Publicity, Mr. Stone, publicity.
We're not finished, Lady Riverdale.
I think we are.
Oh, well, you certainly have a way with her.
Not now, but I will.
Good morning, my children. How are we this morning?
Oh, brother.
Mr. Stone, I presume?
Don't tell me. Let me guess it. Edith Chiles, world-famous television cook show host. I used to watch your show all the time.
How nice of you.
I read your book, too. I was amazed by the depth of your character and the writing style. So economical, so boring. Is it true they're making it into a movie?
I don't think so. Are you jesting with me, Mr. Stone? I'm not very good with subtle humor.
I can assure you, I'm the least subtle person you will ever meet.
And the least humorous.
Hey, Ralph, how about you go find a pea shooter and do a lobotomy on yourself?
Have you really seen my show, Mr. Stone?
Yes. In fact, it was hard to recognize you without the snow and static on the picture. I'm so used to seeing you bending over a hot oven. And now, to have you here bending over on behalf of the Meadowbrook Health Resort.
Yeah, cancellation will do that, but enough of this flattery. I have a pheasant that needs preparation, but your assistant said you wanted to see me.
Yes, last night's dinner. Best liverwurst I ever had.
My dear boy, that wasn't liverwurst.
Oh, and I take it back. It was terrible.
It was a Danish liver pate, a specialty from Minnesota.
You had it delivered all the way from up there?
Oh, it was a wonderful dish. We featured it on my show, number 237, I believe. It was very successful. We received many cards and letters about it.
Any threats?
First, you preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Then you grind 1 pound of pork liver with 3/4 pound of pork fat.
Okay. How about you just make a video and send it to me?
I do get carried away sometimes. I love cooking so much. It's my life. I believe everybody should do it. You should do it.
Hot dogs and frozen pizza are my specialty.
Tisk, there's little that compares to the joy of good, healthy eating. Oh, is that a box of Lady Riverdale chocolates?
Why, yes it is. Would you like one?
Oh, I really shouldn't, but I've been having a taste for something sweet all morning. Simply wonderful. Back to the kitchen.
Oh, wait a second, Miss Chiles. We're gonna have a staff meeting here in a minute?
No, but I can't. I can hardly afford to be away from my kitchen this long with everything I have to do for tomorrow. You must understand.
Sure, I mean, there's this humdinger of a speech I prepared. No cracks from you.
I'll come back if I can.
Fine.
Bon appetit, my children.
I don't think she's playing with a full deck.
Well, she must be doing something right. I mean, she made millions by just smiling and cooking. She's like that mother everybody remembers, nobody had.
My mother wasn't like that.
Big surprise.
Well, looks like your staff meeting's a bust. I'm head back to the gym.
Here, sit down. Alfred, where is everyone? I don't know, sir.
How's it going, Al?
Alfred.
Sure. You know, look at place in front of the fireplace. You and Edith's been built around the same time.
Are you trying to make some sort of point, or is this your attempt at humor?
Neither. I was just wondering how long you've been here for. I understand that you were Henry Meadowbrook's protege for a long time now. 20 years, was it? That's a long time to work for one man. Must have been terrible to see him blown to pieces. You say you screamed, Al. You screamed like a woman. That's what you really are, isn't it? You're certainly not a man. I understand that you were trampled underfoot by Henry Meadowbrook for 20 years. That's a long time. Man wouldn't let that happen to him, would he? Why are you still here, Al? Why didn't you just fade away after Henry Meadowbrook killed himself? Times have changed, and you don't belong here.
I know more about health and exercise than you'll ever figure out.
You know, the old ways out, the old ways. Times have changed, and now we're going to mold men into men, and women into the deliciously curved women they're supposed to be.
Ah, yes. This is the enlightened generation, isn't it?
It's Rome, it's Greece, it's the new Sparta. Only the fittest survive, and the fat, weak, and infirm can die off. No pain, no gain, no sweat, no agony out. No more fat executives come to sit on their fat cigar butts, pretending to get healthy. No, sir. Now it's time to exemplify what it is to be a real man.
Good morning, boys. A beautiful day today, isn't it?
You were saying.
Didn't say the job was finished. Hi-ho, Dick. You have your aerobics class planned out for tomorrow?
Oh yes, I'm very excited. I can't wait to get going.
Don't have an accident.
You should come and join us sometime. It's very stimulating. All those bodies moving and thrusting.
Fat women bouncing up and down, jiggling with the smell of vapor up in Desinex?
Oh yes, pure heaven.
You sweet sensitive guys drive me crazy. You want a good hard exercise? Pump some iron.
How vulgar. You get blisters and break nails. It's disgusting.
No women.
Sticks and stones may break my bones.
They wouldn't if there's some weights.
Oh, hi, Sleepy. Are you going to join me for some aerobics classes tomorrow?
She's a class by herself.
Be nice.
Hey, Sweepy, I'm all the tent maker called. Said your new dress is ready.
Can't you show just a little compassion? The poor girl's father committed suicide. It's bad enough she has to come into this office at all. The memories must be heartbreaking. That's right, dear. Pay him no mind.
Why'd you have to eat all the time for crying out loud? It's nauseating, just look at her.
She eats because she's traumatized over losing her father like she did. But her psychoanalyst says she'll get better soon.
Yeah, she doesn't explode first.
Imagine what it must be like. The only daughter of Henry Meadowbrook. A woman with the world at her feet. A bright future, social standing, good credit. And to have it all suddenly snuffed out and be left virtually penniless. Terrible. Put yourself in her shoes.
I could put both my feet in one of her shoes.
But you'll get better, Sleepy. You'll be the woman you once were.
Yeah, instead of the 3 she is now.
Am I late?
No.
Oh, good. I was trying to get the infirmary ready for tomorrow. I've been sterilizing everything.
Better stay away from the infirmary then.
You're sick. Is that all you ever think about?
No, I like to eat and sleep too.
What are they talking about? I don't understand.
Never mind, Anne. Never mind.
Ah, good. It looks as if everyone's here. Except Edith, of course.
What'd you do with our reporter friend?
She's taking a sauna.
Well, she better not take it too far. We're gonna need it for tomorrow.
The sauna was the only way to keep her away from this meeting.
Well, I bet she's steamed.
I, for one, think she should sit in to see how the resort does business.
I thought you wanted good publicity.
Now, I'm not going to take up too much of your time. I know you all have a lot left to do to make the grand reopening tomorrow a huge success. But I feel it's important for you to become acquainted with the man who lead the Meadowbrook Health Resort to a glorious rebirth. A very talented, gifted man who will do the change of the past and...
What'd you do? You go and hire somebody behind my back?
I'm talking about you.
Oh, continue.
He will use his enormous creative resource to do whatever it takes to turn this resort around.
You're resigning.
He will make the Meadowbrook Health Resort a respectable, credible, and profitable enterprise. Through the veins of this body we call a health resort, he will transfuse fresh blood. He will give mouth-to-mouth resuscitation to the very lips of this once prestigious institution. He will massage the hearts of...
Oh, yeah. Enough of that anatomy lesson. Oh, thank you.
Sorry. This is John Stone.
Hi there. Thank you, Lady Riverdale, for that poetic, if not altogether disgusting introduction. My friends, as the new manager of the Meadowbrook Health Resort, I hope to usher in a new era of physical fitness and good living. For in this resort, we will epitomize the self-worshipping characteristics that we hold so dear in our society today. We're going to put our past behind us and our behinds in gear for the future. Gone will be the fat farms of yesteryear, and we will usher in a new generation with physical perfection, hope, and opportunity for every man, woman, and child. Hope to be men, women, and children of this new generation. For we hold the key to the future in our hands, people. Health. Where would we be without it? Dead. That's where. And nobody dies at the Meadowbrook Health Resort without trying to get fit first. And that's our new motto. A motto that captures the essence of what we believe in. Get fit or die trying.
Oh, wonderful!
Wait a second, I'm not finished.
I'm so sorry, please.
We open tomorrow, right?
Right.
So what has everybody got planned?
I have a batch of new aerobics exercises worked up. Do you want to see them?
No. Just tell us about them.
Okay, well, there's the doggy squat bicycle pump, and the thigh thumping trunk turner, and the walking in the park chest expander,
Okay then. The doggy squat bicycle pump? That sounds ridiculous.
It's anatomically impossible. The women will love it. Why? What do you have planned, Ralphie?
A rigorous weightlifting program will explore the dimensions of muscular fitness that never knew existed.
Pain. Gee, I may try that myself.
Okay then. Dyslexia. Make sure the front desk is covered at all times.
But how will people sign the register?
Fine, don't cover it. Just make sure somebody's stationed there. Alfred, go down the hall and check the room numbers. I went down there, they were all backwards. Odds on the left, evens on the right. And tell everyone not to touch them, okay? Yes, sir. Okay, well that about sums that up. Who are you?
Oh, that's Sweet Pea Meadowbrook, daughter of Henry.
Oh. What will you be doing tomorrow, Sweetie? Oh. All right. Well, that about sums that up. I think we should try and... Oh, Edith, so glad you finally joined us. What, will you seize me on the pheasant?
Poisoned! I've been poisoned!
She says she's been poisoned!
She's just being overly critical.
The pheasant! Do not... Oh!
Call an ambulance!
You're a savage!
What am I supposed to do? I'm going to get spas. I've had you with pulled groins and cramps and hell.
Do something! I'm
All right.
Can you hear me?
Don't eat.
Don't eat.
Don't chalk.
Don't eat chalk. I'll erase this.
Poison.
Oh yeah, I bet the real killer's blackboards too.
Bon appetit.
She's gone to the gourmet resort in the sky.
Oh, what do you mean?
She's dead.
There goes dinner.
Okay. It was all just a misunderstanding. Right. Thank you.
Well, did they believe you?
I told them that the call for an ambulance was just a misunderstanding.
I heard that part. What did they say?
They said it was fine, but with the bridge still being repaired, they can't get anything up here until then.
Oh, good. Something like this could destroy our grand reopening tomorrow, and they can't afford to let that happen.
Anything else, Mel?
Yes. I want everyone who knows about this to understand. If they breathe a word of this to anyone, they'll be fired. Not only will they not work for me, I'll see to it they don't work for anyone, ever. Understand? After all the money I've put into this health resort, I want to see it ruined by an accidental death.
Accidental? She said she was poisoned.
Yes, accidental dyslexia. You're dismissed. Oh, Edith, how could you do this to me? Bon appetit indeed.
We carried Edith to her room. I think I got a double hernia.
Did anyone see you?
No, your board members took a dip in the pool.
What about Margaret Daniels?
She's the dip they took in the pool.
Good. I don't want anyone to know about this.
Well, that'll be pretty hard once the ambulance gets here.
The ambulance won't be coming.
What? Better call them.
No, we already did. They can't come because the bridge is still being repaired.
So why don't they send a helicopter or something? I see them use those on TV all the time.
They don't have one. Remember, we're out in the country here.
A boat, a buggy, a canoe, something. We can't just leave Edith in a room.
Why not? No one knows that she's in there. Mr. Stone, you realize the adversity that could be caused by this.
I realize what it did to Edith.
It could ruin our grand reopening.
Oh, so that's it. You're more concerned about money over human life. How typical. How utterly upper class.
You have an investment in this as well.
Lady Riverdale, I am so disappointed in you. Where are your priorities? Your humanity, your value in human life?
You could get a substantial bonus.
A bribe. You're trying to how much?
5%.
7%.
Fine, if all goes smoothly.
Must be nuts.
Not nuts. Greedy.
First time sign of trouble. This is all over. You hear me? Whoever poisoned Edith is still out there.
I still don't know she was poisoned.
Well, she seemed to think so. And as the victim, I think I'll take her word for it.
Why would anyone want to poison Edith Chiles?
I don't know. Maybe I wasn't the only one who didn't like her Danish liver paper mache.
Pate.
Patty Hook.
Not into a dish.
She's a dish? How do I meet her?
Please, Mr. Stone, this isn't the time.
Okay. We could only just figure out her last words. Something about don't eat chalk. Maybe that's like a code for something? Or maybe it's short for something? Trying to say somebody's name?
There's no name here like chalk.
Yeah, you're right, Chiles. The only thing that was close.
Maybe it was a suicide.
Oh, she specifically said, don't eat chalk. I really think chalk is short for something.
Mr. Stone, Lady Riverdale, will someone please tell me what's going on? You promised to cooperate. Both of you did, but I can't get a word out of anyone. No one is talking about anything. I can't even get the time of day.
Ooh, that would be 1:45.
Something is going on here. I can feel it in my gut.
That's probably lunch.
I want some information, and I want it now.
Relax, Margaret. Take a sauna.
Sauna? I'm like a prune from being in the sauna so long.
Oh yeah? Let me see.
Lady Riverdale, please, it was your suggestion that I come here in the first place. I want this article to be good for your sake and mine.
Really, there's nothing going on here.
Fine. You forced it out of us.
What? What?
If she wants to be such a nosy little nipper, we ought to just spill the beans.
You don't know what you're talking about. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Of course I do. Margaret, no. We were going to throw a surprise birthday party for you.
A surprise, but it's not my birthday.
Surprise?
This is absurd. You don't want to cooperate? Fine. I'll kill you in print. My magazine has authorized me to do whatever it takes to get the inside story on this place. Even pay money for it. And what information I can't buy, I'll make up.
True.
Oh, my blood pressure. I'm going to have a stroke.
Relax, Lady Riverdale. Everything's going to be fine. He says in a calm voice not to show his own deeper panic.
Oh, I need some air.
No more than 35 pounds of pressure. And don't eat chalk. Don't eat chalk. No, it's got to just be right under my nose.
Sir?
What?
I'm sorry.
Don't do that.
There's a man outside who wishes to see you.
A man? What man?
His name is Ed Parlor.
Ed Parlor?
He's a guest of one of the board members and a friend of Lady Riverdale's.
So what's he want with me?
He says he wants to speak to the manager. That's you.
Semantics. It's all a matter of semantics.
Shall I send him in?
No, I'm busy. I'm trying to solve a murder. A murder? Yes. This job is killing me.
Mr. Parlor, you shouldn't just walk in like that.
Well, I can't walk any other way. I'm chafing.
Mr. Stone!
Okay, I'll handle it. Mr. Powder, is it? Has your stay been wonderful?
Parlor. Ed Parlor is my name, and my stay has been wonderful. I feel very privileged getting to be here before your grand reopening. It's like a sneak preview.
Yeah, well, Riverdale wants the best for her board members. So what are you, a board member, friend of a board member, or just plain board?
A friend. Actually, I'm a writer. I do novels, plays.
Where do you think you're...
No.
Well, they haven't read your stuff then.
I generally do murder mysteries.
Came to the right place.
Oh, why's that?
The setting, the country. We had a clip, it could be a Gothic novel.
Well, to be quite honest, Mr. Stone, I am here because of the setting. I'm writing a play, a murder mystery, and the Meadowbrook Health Resort is the ideal location for it. It's called Death by Chocolate.
Better not let Lady Riverdale hear that name or she'll kill you.
Do you think she's capable?
It's a figure of speech. I'm referring to the fact she owns a chocolate company. Don't think she'd be too keen about you suggesting her chocolate kills people. It's a pretty stupid idea.
I don't think so. I think it's perfect. A dark, gloomy mansion converted into a health resort. The original owner commits suicide.
God, that's boring. Just see something like that.
Just imagine the opening. A dark stage, silent, until a shot rings out and somebody cries, "Help! Help! Mr. Meadowbrook has killed himself!"
Is everything all right? What's going on?
It would never work.
I'm sorry.
Ed, what in the world are you up to?
I'm just discussing my new play with Mr. Stone.
As you discuss it so loudly.
Why is everyone so jumpy?
It's been a bad day. What does your yelling about Henry Meadowbrook have to do with the play?
That's the opening, but I won't use his name.
It's called Death by Chocolate.
Oh, Ed.
Nothing personal. My play will have little or nothing to do with this health resort. I'll probably kill one or two of the characters. Maybe the cook and somebody else inconsequential. See,
The cook? Oh, my blood pressure. I need some water.
Hey, let's leave her to be delusional for a moment. It's been a long day. I'll show you the ivy we have growing on the back wall.
So many colors.
Yeah, I bet.
My grand reopening. Can't bear it. Death by chocolate. Sounds like a judgment. A curse. That's what this whole thing is. The judgment's on me. We sentence you to death by chocolate.
Talking to yourself now?
No, what do you want?
Aw, send me a song.
It's been a bad day, Ralph. I'm really not moved.
Oh, it's gonna get worse too. Chocolate?
No, thank you.
No. Talking about her quarterly, the gossip magazine?
Margaret Daniels.
Yeah, I think she got the hots for me.
You think every woman's the hots for you.
You know her magazine pays big bucks for scandalous stories, and I mean big bucks. Not like the nickels and dimes you pay me.
Nickels and dimes? You blackmail me and then have the nerve to call what I give you nickels and dimes? I should be paying you a cent!
Yeah, you know what happens? Edith Chiles' timely death sees to that. What would the reaction be if I told Margaret Daniels that you're trying to cover up the murders? Maybe you're the murderer.
You've lost your mind.
Have I? What would the reaction be by the public if I tell them that Lady Riverdale is actually a fraud, she's actually Bubba Malone, a striptease artist? Pictures alone are worth thousands of words, or thousands of dollars.
I can't afford to give you any more money.
You're pretty resourceful when you want to be.
But I'm not. It's all too much for me. I need a tissue.
Come on, Babs, don't give me those crocodile tears. My terms are reasonable.
I hate you.
That's not the answer I'm looking for.
I wish you were out of my life.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. I hate to see it end this way.
Hold on, Ralph. I hate seeing it end this way, too. Put your hands up.
Whoa, Babs, what do you think you're doing?
Getting you out of my life after all these years.
Babs, you pull that trigger, you'll be surrounded by 4 walls for the rest of your life. Some good jail time will do you.
They won't send me to jail. It'll be a clear case of self-defense. In fact, Ralph, my love, you can be the solution to all my problems.
Never believe self-defense.
Sure they will. When I tell them it was you who poisoned Edith Chiles. I found out. And when you knew I knew, you tried to kill me. We struggled, and I shot you.
You won't pull that trigger. You haven't got the nerve.
Don't be so sure. You've hounded me for years. All the way from Benny's bar on 14th Street to where I am now. I've worked hard to be good, to be someone, and you've trailed my every step. You're a leech, Ralph, a monkey on my back, and I'm reaching the end of my rope. I'm turning the light back in my future by turning yours off. Goodbye, Ralph.
No, Babs, I'll leave, I promise. I won't tell anybody.
You think I'm stupid enough to believe that? Goodbye, Ralph.
No, look.
Oh, God. I packed the wrong gun.
You foolish woman.
Ralph! Boy, that was easy.
Oh, God, not another one.
Lady Riverdale, what happened?
Deadwood is dead.
Wait, Deadwood's dead?
He's poisoned.
Poisoned?
Just like Edith Chiles.
Edith Chiles?
Well, Parlor looks like you're getting your murder mystery after all.
Poisoned? But how?
The chocolates. He ate a piece of chocolate when he came in.
Wait, don't eat chocolates, don't eat chocolates. That's what Edith was trying to say. They both died when they ate your chocolates. How'd you stay in business so long?
I can't believe it. He died of death by chocolate.
Oh, this is my office. Thought I made a mistake.
I was just admiring your books.
They were Meadowbrook's books. I keep getting overdue notices from the library.
How was dinner?
Nobody died, if that's what you're wondering. Then again, it's public as nobody would eat, except the board of directors, but hey, what they don't know will probably kill them.
So only a handful of us know.
Yeah, Riverdale wants it to be our little secret before the grand reopening. You know, I'm tempted to call the cops anyway. I mean, I get a little nervous thinking somebody's trying to kill me. The chocolates were sent to me, you know.
Well, never fear, Stone. I've been doing a lot of thinking about this case, and some sneaking around.
So I can see. You know, I ought to just put a revolving door in on this office.
So far, this is working out better than I could have ever hoped for. I can put all of this in my play.
I bet Edith and Ralph will be glad to know they died for art. You know, I once read about a writer who would act out his plays before he wrote them down. You wouldn't happen to be doing that here, would you? What'd you call the show, Death by Chocolate?
Very good, Stone. Now you're thinking like a murder mystery writer.
Yeah, well, that doesn't flatter me. You guys give me the creeps, the way you just kill people off for the sake of a story. I mean, they're human beings.
They're characters of my imagination.
Oh, and we're characters of somebody else's imagination. I don't like the thought of being killed, okay?
But that's the point. So far, this is working out exactly as I would have written it. I was going to have 2 deaths in my play, both in the first act and none in the second act. So we're safe.
Wait, why none in the second act?
I don't want to overdo it for the audience. The second act involves sorting out the clues and finding the killer. It has to be someone we've seen, but might not suspect. We, the protagonists, assemble the clues and make an accusation.
Sounds wonderful.
But we'll be wrong.
Not so wonderful. Why will we be wrong?
To make us rethink our position. There has to be a wild goose chase, or else the play will end too quickly, and the audience will feel like they didn't get their money's worth. And then bingo!
We catch the killer.
No! We find a new piece of information that leads us in the right direction.
Parlor, that's in a play. This isn't a play. Oh, what do we do first?
No one is who they seem to be, and everyone has secrets from the past. Remember that.
Reminds me of my college days. Hey, what about you? Are you a suspect?
Of course. You don't know that I'm not the kind of writer who acts out his plays first.
Remind me to sleep with the soup tonight.
We'll have to call everyone in one by one and ask some questions. Only you, me, and Lady Riverdale know the chocolate is poison, right?
Well, Edith and Ralph do, but I don't think they'll lie.
Fine. We'll ask everyone a few questions and then offer them some chocolate. If they refuse, we know they must be the killer.
Yeah, and what if they accept?
We're not going to give them any. We don't want to kill anybody.
Oh, that's right. This is the second act. God, I hate this thing. Hello?
Hey, good buddy, this is Hurdle and Turtle on CB Radio 215702664KHZ, and I'm going to Southland 95 watching for Smokies. What's your handle, Big Daddy? 10-4.
No handles, just doorknobs. And it's 410. Powerful box. Hello?
Hi, I'd like a pepperoni pizza to go, please.
Sometimes I feel like a radio talk show host. Hello?
Hello? What can I do for you, Mr. Stone?
Get in here, please.
Shall I bring a pad?
No, I got a cushion we can use. No, sometimes I don't.
Hi, my name is Veronica, and I'm a Libra, and I like skiing and mud wrestling, and I would like to have a very meaningful relationship for approximately 24 hours in length, and...
I'll get back to that one.
Now, it's very important that we be nonchalant and unassuming. We can't let them know that we're up to something.
Wanted to see me?
Yes. Come in, Dyslexia. Sit down, please. Would you like a chocolate?
Huh?
We'd like to ask you a few questions.
I'll help in whatever way I can.
Thank you, Dyslexia. That's a very strange name. Where did you get it?
My father was a doctor specializing in functional disorders.
I see.
Were you on the night of December 17th? What did the capital of Iowa? What did the Irishman say in Jerusalem like? What, did you kill Edith Chiles and Ralph Deadwood?
Stone.
I was at home on December 17th. I think Des Moines is the capital of Iowa. I don't know what the Irishman said to the Israelite, and no, I did not kill Edith Chiles or Ralph Deadwood.
Good girl. Have a chocolate.
No, thank you.
Ah!
Stone, please. Thank you, Dyslexia. Please, have Dick Simmering come in, will you?
Yes, sir.
I said nonchalant and unassuming.
Well, she didn't want the chocolate. She did it.
Not so fast. Why did she do it? What's her motive?
This is the 21st century. Who needs a motive anymore?
You think she's a mad poisoner? She's so meek and cool.
It's a front to throw us off. To think, I wanted to chase her around my desk.
Let's wait before we make an accusation. Maybe she did want to kill you. Maybe she wanted your job, and Edith and Ralph just happened to eat the chocolate first. We won't know until we ask the others some questions.
Yoo-hoo. Anybody here?
Come in, Dick. Sit down. How are the aerobics coming along?
Simply wonderful. I'm looking forward to trying them out tomorrow.
Dick, are you aware of the tragedies that have occurred today?
Aware? Are you kidding? Edith Chiles almost broke 3 of my ribs this morning. I broke a nail, too.
Did you know Edith well?
We chatted a couple of times.
About what?
Cooking, embroidery, those sort of things. She reminded me a lot of my mother. I tried to talk her into some aerobics classes, but she said she'd never have time. Aerobics would have been great for her figure.
What about Ralph Deadwood?
Aerobics would have been good for his figure, too.
I mean, did you like him?
Not particularly.
So you say, have a chocolate?
What didn't you like about him?
He always seemed so viciously cruel, and I didn't like the way he treated Lady Riverdale. He seemed to dominate her.
Were Ralph and Lady Riverdale lovers?
I wouldn't know the answer to that question. Sometimes I thought so, but other times I thought he hated her.
Thank you, Dick. Please, keep this all to yourself. We're trying to get on top of things, and secrecy would work in our favor.
I understand. Do stop by for some of my aerobics classes sometime. I could work up some great exercises for men of your build.
Maybe I will. Oh, would you like a chocolate? Lady Riverdale's special box.
Oh, no thank you. I'm full from dinner. Celery fills me up.
That's 2. That's 2 that didn't want the chocolates. Maybe Dick and Dyslexia are in cahoots.
Maybe. They could be secret lovers like Ralph and Lady Riverdale. I'd like to take a look at some of Ralph's things and see what I can find.
Probably just dirty underwear. You know, Deadwood may be dead, but I consider him a prime suspect. I don't trust that guy no matter what condition he's in.
I can see you didn't like him. Did you know him before?
Yeah, he had another life. He was a snake that got reincarnated into a weasel. God knows what he'll be reincarnated into next.
And what did you get reincarnated as?
A health resort manager. Little difference, actually. I knew Ralph when we both used to work on a strip. He fronted for a girl. I think Babs was her name? I never met him.
Did you hate Ralph?
I know your game. Next thing you know, you'll be offering me a chocolate.
Like I said, everyone's a suspect. One at a time, please.
Who are you?
Ed Parlor.
Are you a detective?
Relax, Alfred.
Sweet Pea and I are together. Aw, going steady. I don't want her questioned alone in her condition.
Is she pregnant?
No!
Sorry. Alfred, you were Henry Meadowbrook's protege for 20 years, and possibly his closest friend. How do you feel now that some time has passed since his death?
How would you expect me to feel?
Bitter, angry, possibly vengeful towards those you feel drove him to his suicide?
If you're implying that I poisoned Edith Chiles and Ralph Deadwood out of revenge, then you're mistaken.
Then why did you poison him?
I didn't, and I resented the accusation. Haven't we had enough torture and grief from you people?
Nah, you're right, Alfred. Here.
Have a chocolate. I'd rather not.
Why not?
I don't like chocolate. She says she would like one.
I can't take it anymore. Watching somebody eat themselves to death. Like it or not, young lady, we're putting you on a diet this very instant. You may go. You're excused. Thank you.
I don't think her psychoanalyst will approve. Why?
You charge by the pound? That was close. She almost ate it.
This is trickier than I thought, and that's good. It's just as I would have written it. A variety of comments, shaded clues, multiple suspects.
I'm glad you're enjoying this.
If Sweet Pea were the murderer, she may have known which chocolates were poisoned and picked one just to throw us off.
Or Alfred.
True. His could have been a motive of revenge, even though he denies it.
Yeah, well, I don't know too many killers who would readily admit to their guilt.
This is wonderful.
You're crazy. You know, frankly, I don't want any of those people within 10 feet of me without being strip searched first. As far as I'm concerned, it was a group effort to oust me as manager, and I'm willing to give in to their vote.
Don't get paranoid.
Paranoid? Are you talking about me being paranoid?
We can't give up now, I told you. We're safe.
I don't feel safe. Second act or no second act.
You wanted to see me?
Yes, you're Anne, right? We'd like to ask you a few questions.
I didn't do it! I swear I didn't do it! Honest! Cross my heart, hope to die, signal it!
Relax.
Jesus Christ,
Relax.
take a Valium if you got it.
Okay.
How often is that?
Most of the time, except when I'm asleep. My parents really wanted me to be a lawyer, but I like medicine. I'd like to be a doctor, except I don't really like to hang around sick people. But I really didn't kill those people. I know you think I did because I have access to poison and all, but I really didn't do it.
Have you noticed anything even remotely poisonous missing from your supplies?
No.
Do you want a chocolate?
Sure. No, I better not. They make me break out. I'd hate to be all pimply for the big day tomorrow.
We understand. Do you think that maybe...
What on earth is going on here? Everyone's agitated. They're suspected of murdering Edith and Ralph. What are you doing here?
I didn't do it. I swear I didn't do it. Honest.
Leave us alone, Anne. Go take a Valium or something. Gentlemen, make something clear. I don't want you to track down the killer. I don't want you to do anything until after the grand reopening tomorrow. Staff needs to be in top form and not upset by Wilson's insane accusations and insinuations. Mr. Stone, I thought we had an agreement.
Look, honey, your grand reopening isn't going to amount to a hill of beans if the guests arrived and the staff's been poisoned in the night. Can we just forget the grand reopening?
How dare you talk to me like that? Honey, indeed, you have a little gallstone.
Oh, really? Who writes your stuff? Mad Magazine?
I don't have to take that kind of talk from anyone.
Not even Deadwood?
This is great! A conflict of authority, ethical question brought to light amidst anger and fury. Perfect for a play.
Oh, shut up!
Oh, you must think I'm pretty stupid. I've been wondering all day how a rich, aristocratic woman like you gets mixed up with somebody like Deadwood. Didn't make sense. Love affair? No. You had something else going on.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He had something over on you. Something from your past?
Pack your clothes. You're fired,
He
Stone.
was blackmailing you.
Get out.
Blackmail, it all fits. This is great, Stone. Where are you getting all this from?
I'm making it up as I go along.
Ed, don't indulge him in this farce.
Lady Riverdale, this is serious business. You have the greatest motive out of anyone to want to see Ralph dead. Now, you can either tell us what you know, or the police later. It's your choice.
And with the police come lots of reporters. You know how you love publicity.
Tell us what you know, and we might be able to help keep it quiet.
All right. But I hate you for this. Both of you. But I'm telling you, just so you understand, I didn't kill anybody. Got it?
Wait, you mean we were right?
Of course we're right. It's too perfect to be wrong.
Yeah, I wanted Ralph dead. Make no mistake about that. I spent years being hounded by him, all the way from Benny's on 14th Street. Yeah, that's where I met Ralph. He was my...
Wait, you mean to tell me? You were Benny Morgenstern.
No, I was Bubbles Malone. Ralph called me...
That?
No, but how?
Look, I knew Ralph when he used to work on the strip. I heard about you, but I never met you.
Oh yeah, small world, huh? Anyway, I didn't kill Ralph. I wanted to shoot him, but he died first. As far as I know, there ain't no law against wanting to kill someone who's already dead.
I mean, I guess not.
And I ain't clever enough to put poison in the chocolates. Or that clumsy either. I liked Edith Chiles.
But then who killed them? And why?
I don't know. I really don't know. Well, gentlemen, I'm at your mercy if I just told you. I could be ruined if anyone found out about my past.
Your past? What about your past? What's she talking about, Stone?
Beats me.
Good night.
Wonder if Deadwood's got pictures.
There's no time for that, Stone. All of our concentration must be on this case.
The case. Yeah, well, we know little more now than we did before.
Au contraire, Watson, it's all elementary.
You can say that again.
It's time for the bookshelf scene.
Bookshelf scene?
Have a seat. There's something about this room you should know.
Plot thickens. I'll shoot.
With your finger?
I'll scratch you with a hangnail. Identify yourself.
Margaret Daniels.
Miss Daniels, how dare you come sneaking around my office without letting me slip into something more comfortable first?
I didn't come here for a date, Mr. Stone. I came looking for some information.
Bet you say that to all the guys.
Where did you come from? This room was empty when I came in.
Certainly wasn't after you came in. Why don't you just admit it, Margaret? You can't stay away from me. You lie awake at night, tortured by the need to see me, to touch me with your ink-stained hands.
You're crazy.
I'm crazy. I'm nuts. You know how I am. You dress in black.
Get back, Stone. I know karate.
Oh, so you're into that now. Yeah.
Something is going on here, and I want to find out what it is.
It's love. It's passion. It's excitement. Can't you feel it?
All I can feel is your hot breath down my face. It's like staring down a charging bull.
Fine. Go ahead. Insult me. After I've given you the best years of your life. Take the house. Take the kids. I don't care anymore. Oh, the heartbreak. Oh, the senseless betrayal.
Oh, the overreacting. Are you finished?
No. I feel I was a major dramatic award with this.
Don't bet on it. Look, Stone, something's going on here, and I want to find out what it is. No more song and dance routines. I want the whole scoop.
And nothing but the scoop?
I was supposed to meet with Ralph Deadwood, and I can't seem to find him. Edith Chiles is missing as well.
Well, they're a pretty unlikely couple, if you know what I mean.
Why don't you stop beating around the bush and tell me the truth for once in your life?
And what would you do with the truth, Miss Daniels?
Don't be evasive.
Fine. Edith and Ralph are dead. They ate some of Lady Riverdale's chocolates and it killed them.
You don't know when to quit, do you? Where are they really?
They're asleep. It's 1 in the morning.
I knocked on the doors, but they wouldn't answer.
I wouldn't either at 1 in the morning. And there comes a time where all good little reporters ought to put their labels away and go to Slumber Town.
Stop! Shh.
Just listen. The silence of the night. Must be a nightingale.
That sounded like a woman's scream.
What the hell is that?
Oh, God, bring her into the room.
Oh, she makes honey
the door.
look like a swimsuit mom. Dick, don't cut her. She'll probably bleed Happy Meals.
What happened?
I think I got a triple hernia.
Twice of this in one day is too much for me. I'll never be able to do the exercises that I want to do in the morning.
But why did she scream? Such a shrill sound of terror? I've never heard a woman scream like that before.
That's because it was me. I was going down to the kitchen for a late night carrière, and I found her in the kitchen. I thought she was dead.
Sweet Pea! Sweet Pea, what happened? We found her unconscious in the hall. Sweet Pea, speak to me. She wants a candy bar.
What's going on? I heard a scream.
Oh, really? Probably the same one we heard.
Is everything all right? Do you need a nurse?
Oh, you're gonna pass out on us again? Look, everyone just relax. There's no need to excite the girls.
Is everything all right?
What's the problem? I heard. Oh. Hello.
What is going on here?
Okay, if we'll all just calm down, we can find out together, okay? Alfred, get the story from her and translate it, will you? She found a mysterious box of chocolates in her room.
Oh no.
So?
Chocolates aren't good for you. Did your parents ever teach you that?
Keep going, Sweet Pea. What happened?
She was taking them to Mr. Stone when someone knocked her out and took them.
Took her chocolates? I never thought that they were that good. No offense.
Margaret, I think you should leave. This is very private company business.
But I want to know what's going on here.
Someone please see Miss Daniels to her room.
Come with me, Miss Daniels. I refuse. This is a cover-up. I resent the treatment that I've been receiving here. You're infringing on my constitutional rights.
We'll be sure to call the ACLU for you.
This is outrageous. It's illegal.
Any more illegal than breaking and entering? Hi.
Why the black outfit?
Because you came to see me. Didn't go as I hoped.
Any clues? I was thinking about clues.
This is getting out of hand. Everyone is tired and tense.
I'm past tense.
Well, grammatically, I don't think that's correct.
What we need is a good night's rest. We must be refreshed for tomorrow.
Rest? How can we rest with a murderer on the loose? I'd be hysterical if I weren't so heavily sedated right now.
Mysterious chocolates. People getting poisoned. Sweet pea getting knocked out. What is going on here? I think it's time that we be open and honest with each other, don't you? We're all intelligent, civilized people who are able to communicate with each other, right? Let's have a meaningful exchange and share what the problem is, okay? Come on, gang, what do you say? Isn't anyone willing to do that? I'm even willing to go first.
Dick.
I'm not afraid. I can
Dick.
share what's on my
Dick.
heart. We're
Dick.
mature.
Dick. This isn't group therapy. We're not talking about infidelity, or your sex problems. We're talking about murder!
Oh my God. You were smart to try and bring those chocolates to Mr. Stone, and the murderer must have thought you were smart as well, which is why he or she knocked you out to take them back.
She said her parents taught her to never eat candy unless she knew where it came from.
Well, that was very smart in this case because we believe it was the chocolates that killed Edith and Ralph. Somebody poisoned the box given to Mr. Stone.
Chocolate? I have a box in my room.
I have some on my desk. You could have eaten it.
Why didn't you tell us before? One of us could have died.
We were trying to trick the killer. That's why I asked you all questions earlier.
And why Mr. Stone kept offering us chocolates. You two amateur sleuths could have killed us all.
I don't think that's possible. I know about these things, you know. What do you know?
You know of actors and actresses in fiction parading around pretending to murder and be murdered. You are not qualified to handle real murderers and real killers.
He told you.
I insist we call the police immediately.
No! I won't have the police in on this until after the grand reopening tomorrow.
Riverdale?
Please, you must understand. All of our futures are at stake. If the grand reopening fails tomorrow, we could all be finished.
And if the murderer succeeds tonight, we'll all be finished.
Wait. We've made an important discovery that could put this whole case to rest.
What?
We're this close, right, Stone?
What? Oh, yeah, would anybody like a chocolate?
Not that, I mean...
Oh, yes. We have made a very important discovery this evening. Henry Meadowbrook had a secret room.
A secret room? Alfred, did you know about this?
No, ma'am. Sweet pea?
What kind of room is it?
It's a reading room.
It's a bathroom.
Precisely. And amidst a bunch of magazines, we found this.
He had his toilet paper found.
No. It was a secret diary.
A secret diary? Stone, you didn't tell me about a diary. I only knew about the room. Found it myself, I may say.
Yeah, well, I found this after you went to bed. It's got entries up to the day that Meadowbrook died, and I think it may yield some pretty incriminating evidence.
You mean you haven't read it yet?
No. I glanced at it. But Meadowbrook seemed to fear for his life. Thought somebody was trying to kill him. Maybe even poison him. And after everybody goes to bed, which should be very shortly, I'll sit down and read it thoroughly.
But Mr. Meadowbrook committed suicide. He was a very sick and paranoid man. Whatever that diary has to say, I doubt it has anything to do with someone trying to poison Edith and Ralph, or any of us.
Well, maybe. Maybe not. One way to find out.
Mr. Stone, on behalf of Sweet Pea, I think she should have the diary. After all, I'm sure it's very personal, and she is his daughter. She owns it.
You know, under normal circumstances, I would agree. But these aren't normal circumstances. There's a murderer on the loose, and this diary can help us find him.
But Mr. Stone,
What, Alfred? You afraid of something?
No, of course not. And I resent the implication.
I didn't imply anything yet.
I think I should go over it with you.
No, if it does have any personal information, the fewer people who read it, the better. Well, good night, everyone. Sleep tight. Don't let the chocolates bite.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Not at all. But I'm doing it well, aren't I?
Not bad.
Yeah, played in Romeo and Juliet in high school. I was both parts, and it was a psychology project.
The bait is out. Let's see if anybody nibbles.
Well, if they do, they lost my respect as a clever killer. This whole thing's pretty stupid.
You know that, and I know that. But do they know that? Oh, and be careful, Stone.
Why? Said nobody gets hurt in the second act.
Not usually. Good night.
Usually, Parlor? What do you think? Alfred. You know, for once I thought the butler didn't do it. But that would just be too original, wouldn't it?
I suppose those are pimps.
Yep.
And this?
That would be Winnie the Pooh. Personal favorite of mine. I believe this was what you were looking for.
Yes. And I suppose if I were to ask you nicely, you wouldn't just hand it over.
Well, it's a little too late for that now, isn't it?
Well, then, I won't ask. Hand it over!
The butler packs a gun! I didn't know there was this type of violence in these drawing room mysteries.
Again, you're wrong.
Why, Alfred?
Why what?
Okay, I think we're a little beyond being coy now. Why'd you kill Meadowbrook? Did kill him, right? Wasn't the suicide just made it look like one? Don't tell me. Let me guess. You were his best friend, but also his closest enemy. A slave for 20 years, tortured, beaten, humiliated by him. Finally, you couldn't take it anymore. You killed him in cold blood, made it look like he did it himself. Am I close? Help me out, please.
You're a terrible sleuth, Stone. Hand me the book.
Terrible. Thought that was pretty good for a bluff. What do you think, Ed?
Check. I could not have written it better myself.
That doesn't say much for your writing.
But why did you do it, Alfred? Why did you kill him? Why didn't you just leave?
That's your problem, Mr. Parlor, and from what I've read, it's the problem with all your plays, too. You've been acting as though all the clues could be assembled and then built into a logical answer, but you should know better than anyone that there's always an angle that isn't revealed until the very end. And well, this isn't the end. There's so much you don't know, so much you'll never know. I didn't kill Henry Meadowbrook any more than I killed Edith, Chiles, or Ralph Deadwood. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to kill you two. It'll be easy enough. 2 guns, 2 bullets. It'll look like you shot each other. The police won't have a hard time believing you 2 amateur detectives got confused and shot each other.
You forget that I have a gun too.
Borrowed from Lady Riverdale. I saw her give it to you.
Yes, it is.
Lady Riverdale doesn't have a gun. She only has a toy that looks like a gun. She probably just wanted to humor you. You two have been so reckless with your sleuthing about...
Any other bright ideas?
Oops. I'll have to fix that when I write the play. But Alfred, please, indulge me. One last question.
I probably won't, but ask anyway.
If you didn't kill Edith and Ralph, then who did?
I did.
Sweet pea, she can talk.
Of course I can talk. All that eating was just a cover.
Pretty large cover.
Sweet pea, get out of here.
No, Father. I won't let you take the rap for me anymore.
Father?
He's a priest?
Alfred is Sweet Pea's father.
Wait, Alfred's Henry Meadowbrook?
No, you dummy. Alfred is Alfred and Sweet Pea is his illegitimate daughter. He was having an affair with Mrs. Meadowbrook.
It wasn't just an affair. We loved each other.
Wait, the butler didn't just do it? He did it with the victim's wife?
Henry Meadowbrook was an obnoxious tyrant who dominated everyone in his life. We stayed and endured for his money only, but I couldn't take it anymore. He was obsessed with fat. When my mother went 5 pounds overweight, he nagged her to an early grave. I hated him for the way he treated my father, and the way he ridiculed me. Fat jokes, stay in and out. Hey, Sweet Pea, maybe we should call you Sweet Watermelon. Hey, Sweet Pea, maybe you should apply for group insurance. It was maddening. So I killed him. My father didn't know about it until he heard the shot and came running in. He was the one who made it look like a suicide.
I had to. I couldn't bear the thought of them taking her away.
But it wasn't just Henry Meadowbrook. It was everybody. You can't know pain and loneliness until you have to grow up fat. All the kids at school used to ask me for piggyback rides. They tortured me as if being fat were the worst sin a person could commit. And now, society is the same way. People hide behind pert smiles and say, gee, isn't she pleasantly plump? Or, oh well, she has a nice personality. And all those other cute expressions for being fat. There are worse sins to commit than being fat, my friends. There's alienation, the horror of always being alone, and murder. I put the poison in the chocolates to ruin the grand reopening of this resort. I didn't care who died, just so no one would want to ever come here. It was so ironic to see all you health fanatics die from chocolate. What a delicious scheme. I really have enjoyed every minute of it. And I'll continue to enjoy watching the downfall of this resort as it's torn apart by scandal. Now, enough talk. Give me that diary. My father and I are going on vacation to South America, and we don't want any records left behind.
I hate to be the one to break this to you.
But there was no diary.
It was all a plot to get the killer to expose himself.
Poor choice of words.
Reveal himself, or herself as the case may be. It was a great plan.
Yeah, gonna work too. Excuse us for a moment. Parlor. Yeah. How does an author finish his play? When he dies before he can write it!
Nobody move!
Margaret! She's a peaceful packet mama. I think I'm in love.
I'm not Margaret. I'm Detective Judith Marks from the State Police. I was sent here undercover to investigate Henry Meadowbrook's suicide. You two did a sloppy job.
Well, I'm just writing.
Not you two. These two.
What made you suspicious?
The fact that his hands were tied behind his back.
I knew I forgot something.
Now drop your weapons.
It wasn't real.
Smart thinking.
Wow, the measure on the Richter scale.
Sweetie! Sweetie, my son! Any response to that would be insult to injury.
Call an ambulance.
Right.
I'm alright. It's just a flesh wound.
Sweetie, my precious.
Father, we almost made it, didn't we? Revenge had a sweet taste while it was on our tongues.
Wait a minute, that was good. Let me write that down.
Yes, my darling, we almost made it.
Hold it! Don't say another word until I find a piece of paper.
Parlor, take care of the door. Don't let anyone in.
But I can't miss this. This is an office for crying out loud. How is there no paper?
Could have been the perfect crime.
Parlor!
Quiet out there, we're having a touching scene.
Thank you for all you've done, Father. I don't deserve you or your sacrifices for me.
If I had to do it all over again, I would.
I love you.
I love you too. Oh, is she dead? No! Just fainted.
Just fainted? That's no way to end a scene.
There you are. I was wondering if you could... What's this? What are you doing?
I'm leaving.
Leaving? But you can't leave. It's our grand reopening. Guests have been arriving in carloads. Better than I could have ever imagined.
Yeah, amazing how a couple of murders will really draw on the crowds.
Yes, all that news coverage on TV this morning really did wonders. Can't wait to see what happens when it hits the evening news and the newspapers in the morning. To think, I was afraid of all the publicity.
Silly you. Now that you know, you can make sure it happens a couple of times a year to keep things fresh.
Get healthy or die trying. You said it, John.
I was a child.
How can you leave me now?
I think the health business is a little too dangerous for me.
But I need you.
You'll survive.
So I think I have all the statements that I need for now. You know, I found some arsenic in Sweet Pea's room, and I'll wager that's what she used. It's incredible what madness will do.
And love. I'd like to thank you for last night. It really meant a lot to me.
For saving your life?
No, when I caught you prowling.
I'd like to forget about that. Now, should I take these in as evidence or eat them?
Evidence.
That's what I thought.
Will all the details of the case get out to the public, Detective?
It's hard to say. Almost everything comes out in trial, though.
Good, very good. That'll help business.
So, Detective, what will you be doing for dinner tonight?
Fine.
Well, how about you see a manicurist?
You don't let up, do you? I should haul you, Parlor, and even you, Lady Riverdale, to jail for obstruction of justice. Do you realize how foolishly dangerous it was to hide those bodies and play investigators?
Everybody needs a hobby.
It's a profession to the police. Call them next time?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, there'll be no next time, my dear Detective. I'll close this resort down before I go through another night like last night.
Lady Riverdale, can you come here, please? We seem to be having trouble with the guests. They all seem to want to stay in Sweet Pea's room.
Yes, of course. I'll be right there. Thank you. Well, business goes on. I do not accept your resignation, Mr. Stone. We'll talk more later. Thank you for everything, Detective. Come back anytime. For you, exercises are on the house.
It's a little drafty up there.
Thank you. So, you're leaving? What are you going to do?
Probably raise chickens. Seems appropriate after last night.
Stay in touch. Your testimony will be needed for the trial. And you'll be taking me to dinner.
Yes, ma'am, Detective ma'am.
I can't believe it. It really does work. I took a shower in there, too. So you're really leaving?
That seems to be the question of the day. The answer is yes.
That's a shame.
Why? Get everything you needed from me? I was the perfect idiot to help you with your foolishness.
But it's not enough. I don't know how to end the play after the murderers are revealed.
What, this won't do?
I hope to come up with something better, something more dramatic.
God, you writers can over-dramatize everything you get your hands on. Hey, how about you just got your main hero to pick up his suitcases and leave?
Hey, that's not bad. Nah, it would never work. Would it?